Slaves were also forced to work in the cotton gin to separate seeds from the cotton in Savannah. Therefore, Savannah was named King Cotton because of how much cotton it had. Slavery has caused a lot of conflict over time. They used slaves for cotton and working in the fields for their slave owners. A lot of white Southerners would argue whether slavery is a good idea or not. They would beat the slaves if they did not do as they were told. They eventually made a law that the owners of the slaves were responsible for the runaway slaves. Slaves were mostly treated as objects. There were some people who would take runaway slaves and give them proper care, but most of the time they would get caught and suffer a horrible consequence, and the slave would be returned back to their owner and returned back to their fields.
We need to work for ourselves.
No, we need to work together.
It'd be easier to make decisions for ourselves than the whole country.
We won't be equal as a union if we work for ourselves.
We have to be able to function as one union. Making our own decisions would start fights.
We would argue more all together than independently like we should be.
Yeah. We have a president for a reason.
Yeah, we should work together and abide by laws by Congress, signed by the president.
Politicians from a state like Maine or New York could not possibly understand, let alone care about, Georgia or South Carolina.
We can force them to, because it would be better as a union.
Gosh darn it.
We don't have any factories. We have to import everything.
Okay, and I'm too lazy to work.
Okay, I'll go tell John Calhoun.
Okay. What do you need? I'm working on something.
We're gonna lose slavery and we're all gonna die.
Calm down, calm down. I'm working on something that will surely help us. I call it nullification.
Okay.
It's basically a way that we can make sure they don't end slavery.
So we're not gonna die?
No, oh my god, you guys are so dramatic.
Yeah. Are you mad that slave and free states are not equal?
Don't you want to be a free state?
Or a slave state.
Well, we have the perfect compromise for you.
You can now have 11 free states.
Or 11 slave states.
This we call the Missouri Compromise. For only $5.99, you can support the Missouri Compromise.
And you have balance of power between free states
And slave states.
This will provide a solution to all the slavery problems and questions that come with slavery.
So go join now at www.slavery.com.
Or call now and get your free keychain of the U.S.
Call 1-800-COMPROMISE. Again, that's 1-800-COMPROMISE. Detective Brandon, where do you think the slaves would?
I think they went up north because that's California is.
California is a free state in the north.
Saddle up the horses and tell everyone to search the north because they're not in the south.
No way. In Colombia, they're allowed to keep their slaves.
I made a map of where they could have gone.
Okay, but isn't there only one way we can go?
There's a couple, so we should get moving. Days later, they had been searching and found nothing.
Oh God, Timmy, where are the slaves?
In the South, they probably knew a couple people who were anti-slavery. As they traveled along the border of North and South, they finally found the slaves they were trying to find.
Finally, we got them. You're not going to get away this time.
On their way back, the slaves finally got their victory.
I can hear another horse behind us.
It's probably another slave owner looking for more slaves to bring back.
Whoever it is, their guns out and pointing it at us. As the horse got closer, before they could clearly see or notice, there was a gunshot. Then another, then one last gunshot. And before you knew it, all the searchers were dead. Whoever it was came to save the slaves and return them to freedom. The slaves rode the horses to the south and became free in California.
Hey, Mama, I just read the newspaper. It said that the act of Kansas and Nebraska has caused so much conflict in Kansas, and that they have called it Bloody Kansas. Wait, wasn't George there?
Oh no, that's not good.
No. Hey, ma'am. I'm sad to say that your son has died, along with thousands of others in Kansas.
Georgie! Go to your room, Brandon. Thank you for telling me. Have a good day.
What am I saying? We found a bracelet that has, I believe, both your names on it.
Thank you. Who here won the election for town sheriff?
Mr. Limecone won the election of 1860. It's a revolution in politics. No one in the South voted for Limecone, but since here in the North we have more people, most of us voted for Limecone, so he won. Want some ice cream? Slap it.
Ew, no, I don't want none of that.
Well, hey dude, wanna go play with the Smuggle Pups?
Are you talking about pulling out of this game and going to the Schmuggle Puffs?
Yeah!
Don't quit this game. Let's keep playing. Nerdiest Expelloramus.
No, you should come play with the Smuggle Pups.
Shut up, Brown.
Shut up, Stevens! Double shut up, loser!
No, I don't like you, Brown.
Hey Stevens, if you come play with me in the Smuggle Pups and save the spot.
Yeah, sure.
I love getting the news, but when I'm at work, how do I get the news?
Hi, I'm Thomas Green, creator of the After Current. Are you tired of going to battle for days and not have a clue of what's going on?
No, not really.
Well, you don't have to worry anymore.
How do you use it, Mr. Green?
Well, with my new revolutionary Pigeon Pal, you can get news anywhere.
Whoa, how does it work?
Well, you see, to get your newspapers, you just have to pray to the mighty Pikachu, and bada bim bada bum, you have new newspapers.
We deliver anywhere in the country. New York, Texas, Georgia. We even deliver in the bloodiest one-day battle of Antietam, September 17, 1862. We even have the Pigeon Pal Deluxe. But don't listen to me. Listen to one of my happy customers.
Oh my gosh! I just got my Pigeon Pal and I get caught up on all the news. Even when I'm fighting in Sharpsburg, Maryland. I love taking a little break and reading the news. The highlight of my day is reading the news while I'm dying slowly. You won't believe what over 23,000 people are missing out on because they're all dead.
14 easy payments of $299.99. You can have this Pigeon Pal.
Mary Beth, if you don't accept to give the custody of your kids by January 1st, 1863 to Jaden Beth, I'm afraid that Jaden will have full custody. If you accept, some of your kids will stay with you, but most of them will go to Jaden.
No, Judge Lincoln!
Well, then I'm afraid I, Judge Lincoln, have to issue the parentation proclamation assassination, so Jaden will have the custody of your kids forever.
Oh, kids, run to the car. Yeah, go.
I'll find you after I get out of this trash can.
Oh, no, Mr. Leespees, don't take my honey.
No, it is for I, Grover Lee's Bees, here to take your honey by running into your territory.
Not this time.
Oh no, the banana touch!
As Grover looked around with his last breath, he looked at the 51,000 soldiers dead. All because the South Galaxy wanted some honey from the planet Gettysburg in the solar system of Pennsylvania.
Sorry, Mom, can't let you in.
Well, why not?
Because you have a Superman sticker on your window. No DC Comics in my station. If you start coming, DC fans start coming in my railroads.
Come on, man, it's just a sticker. Do you even know who I am?
Well, I'm Braxton Bragg, train conductor for the South, and you ain't going in my station.
It's me, William Ross Kranz, train commander for the North. Let me in.
No, I'm so sorry, but Chickamauga is a Marvel Comics fan station only. Nearest city around here is Chattanooga. Go know them.
Okay.
Oh God, Billy, why did we come into old Edna's house?
We're like dead Edna's house.
Oh, this is so scary.
What was that?
Oh, it's a ghost.
We have to ask Caitlin to throw us some supplies out over the window so we can defeat the ghost.
Good idea. I'm gonna call her.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Caitlin, I need you to throw some flashlights in the ghost trap.
Ayo, Gladys, come here. Help me block the windows. I don't want those kids trying anything.
They better pay us for this. I ain't gonna be cheap.
Oh no, did you hear that?
Oh my God, did you hear that, Caitlin? Just make some excuse to get the supplies in the house. Without supplies, we won't be able to win this war. It's not technically a war, but you know, our whole operation depends on it. If we don't get the equipment, we're gonna lose.
Okay.
Hey, you little girl, what are you doing here? Get lost!
Nothing.
And get out of my house.
My God, thanks, Caitlin.
Go away!
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
This.
No! Oh man, that was so ineffective. I just spent so much money on help and the kids still got their equipment.
Bang! Where are your valuables?
I don't have anything of importance.
I will burn this then.
Someone is burning down these buildings.
No tip, Sherlock. This place is a pile of rubble.
Shh, I'm trying to figure out who did this.
Yeah, it's clearly the Sherman guy. It's over yonder.
I'm trying to concentrate. Sherman, of course someone knew it was him.
Because I told you.
We need to go catch him.
Left. Such a perfect place to burn. So many railroads and junk. Henchman, how much money have I burned down?
I'm not your henchman, bud.
And by the way, it's over 100 million.
Dang it, I'm shooting for 350. I guess that's okay. Where are we now?
You know, this might be Savannah, actually.
Huh. I'll get this to Lincoln. There's a lot of cotton. I won't get sued.
Sir.
Must find Sherman.
He's over yonder.
Oh, sweet.
And in conclusion, Lincoln, that's why I think you deserve this wonderful city.
Lit.
I found him. Put your hands up.
I don't wanna.
Well, I can't make you, so I guess have a good night. Bye.
Bye. You know what's also cool, Lincoln, is I divided up the Confederacy by taking over Atlanta.
Lit.
Hi, my name is Jake Stock, and today I will show you the hardships inside Andersonville Prison, located in Georgia. Let's interview some of the prisoners inside. So, what are our conditions like in Andersonville?
It's awful. We're in hot boxes all day. There's little to no food, no water.
So, what is your perspective of Andersonville?
It's a disaster. There's little to no water, and if there is water, it's disease-ridden because people bathe in it.
So, why do you hold these Union soldiers captive?
As a Confederate general, I must fight in support of their union. We will let them go as long as they denounce their union and fight for the South.
So, as you can see, the conditions in Andersonville are very harsh. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great night. Man, I cannot seem to get me no monies.
I can help you, partner.
Who the heck is you?
I'm Freeman, and I can help you solve these everyday problems you have here.
That's correct.
And you is?
I'm General Howard.
So what you saying, partner? You want to help us help you get back on your feet?
Okay.
That's cool. Here's food, clothes, and a textbook.
Man, Freeman thing helped. I'm so jobless.
Hey, you.
Who? Me?
Yep, I heard you talking about how you need a job, and I have an offer.
For a job?
No, I will provide you housing, land, farming, tools, and seeds, and fertilizer.
I'll join. How do I pay you?
Credit.
I don't know what that is. Okay. Farm.
How are you enjoying yourself sharecropping?
It's great. I think I'm gonna stay here for a long time.
Tornado, run!
Tornado? Are you kidding me?
Tornado!
Oh, jobless again.
Hello, sir. Would you like to participate in the tenant farming plan?
Where did you come from? Okay. What's tenant farming? What's tenant farming?
It's like sharecropping, but with more money involved. Like, I own more of the equipment.
Okay, I'll join. As long as there's no more disasters. Nothing. Maybe things will be different this time.
Sharknado.
There's a Sharknado?
Yeah. Ooh, Lincoln's plan isn't gonna work.
Yeah, as a member of Congress, I agree the South should be punished, not reconstructed.
First down, Eagles.
Yay!
Though Lincoln is gone, we must continue reconstructing in some way.
But how, Mr. President?
To start, I will give no pardons to more southern states.
Neato.
I oppose secession anyhow, so this will be our best way in order to reconstruct America.
Let's hope this works, Mr. President.
Miss President,
Oh, wait, your name? Oh, whatever.
as the Civil War ends, we are proud to announce the 3 new amendments.
The 13th Amendment officially abolishes slavery. The 14th Amendment shall grant citizenship to the freemen and forbid any state from denying anyone the equal protection of the law. And the 15th Amendment shall grant every single male citizen the right to vote, regardless of race, color, or anything else.
Oh, gee, it feels so good to hold office.
Excuse me, are you Henry McNeil Turner?
Indeed, I am.
I'm sorry, but due to the new laws in Georgia, I'm forced to expel you from the House of Representatives.
That's not fair. According to the 15th Amendment, I can vote.
Yes, but it did not give you the right to hold office.